really sad news over the weekend. We've heard this morning. A big listener to the show, a huge Town fan as well. Tom Tomalin has very sadly passed away, which is really, really sad news. A guy who clearly had challenges in terms of physical disabilities, but he was such a positive, friendly, nice guy. Every time we saw him, he was always cracking jokes and being pretty positive. I remember we saw him. I think we met him, or at least I met him for the first time at the the first friendly post COVID where we could have fans back. Ross, was it Dartford? Where
Dartford, yeah.
Yeah, and he was waiting for his taxi after the game, and we had a really good chat with him then. So it's just really sad news, Rossi. A huge Town fan. I think I saw someone tweet this one at one point. He won Town Fan of the Year back in the kind of 80s.
Yeah, he was a presence. I always saw him at every away game, a few home games. If I ever saw him at home games, I'm sure he was at every home game he could get to. But yeah, just a lovely bloke. And yeah, he obviously loved the podcast, so we'd always talk about it. I remember I was in the same hotel at Plymouth away. We were in the same hotel. I just was like, oh, hello, Tom. And we had like breakfast together, which was a nice little thing. But yeah, lovely bloke. And yeah, with all, what in disability and stuff that he had, he still went to all these games, which is incredible. So rest in peace, Tom.
Yeah, really sad. Obviously, our thoughts with Tom's family. You probably bonded with him, AJ, over your combined love, your shared love for Taylor Swift. Because I know, other than Ipswich Town, I think Tom's second biggest love was Taylor Swift. Clearly, we know you're a big Taylor Swift fan, but just really sad news. Really good guy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, most of my contacts with him has come over social media. His love outside of town was really strong. He was a really massive fan of, definitely Taylor Swift was one. And anytime I went to watch Hamilton, he was quite excited that I'd gone and see that, things like that. Was it Little Mix? He was a big fan.
Oh, he was a big fan of Little Mix as well. Yeah.
I love that. And that's what colours you kind of as a person, things like that. But the biggest thing for me was how determined he was to go and watch Ipswich Town, because with everything that he had to deal with to go and do that, it must have been such a struggle. And he went no matter what, almost. I first met him at Blackburn away with Stu. It was really nice to see him. He was really kind of excited to meet me, which I really liked. And you could see how much everything at the club meant to him. It's no surprise to me to hear he was named Supporter of the Year a while ago and things like that. A great presence at games and online, and definitely someone who will be missed. So I'm sure that we're all really sad to hear that news. It did come as a huge shock to me, and I'm sure the rest of us, and will be a massive miss for everyone at the football club.
Hopefully we can do something this weekend, maybe with a minute's applause or whatever. Just be nice to have a little tribute to him this weekend, wouldn't it? In a big game at Portman Road, which he would have loved.